part. This is the best part. You just get to stroll down here and read. There's so much history to read. You can pause these and read these. Hopefully I film them clear enough you can read some of them. But if not, take a trip down here. Alright. So I'll try to tell you what some of these places are as we come on them. Tommy's also filming, so he's got the GoPro going. So right now we're coming on to Bathhouse Row Emporium. This is in the Lamar Bathhouse, which is just one of the many bathhouses that were on Bathhouse Row originally. Go over here and you can read a little bit about the Lamar house, of course, if you can read it there. It was completed in 1923. It was the California style architecture. They actually had one built in, I think, 1898. Something happened to it and they rebuilt it. They rebuilt this one. This one has been here since 1923. And now it is like a store. You can go in, you can buy robes, you can buy whatnots, games, calendars, just all kinds of gifts and treasures that are bathhouse themed, like a gift shop. And that's the first one you come upon when you go from the Hot Springs National Park in, it would be if you started from the right hand side of Beth Row. Alright, we're coming up to the Buckstaff Bathhouse. It is closed today. Today is Labor Day. So some of them are open and some of them have chosen to be closed. I love this one though. I love the awnings. This makes it have a lot of character. So the Buckstaff Bathing House. Although many of its components closed between 1962 and 1985, the Bathhouse continues to operate as a bathhouse on Bathhouse Row right now. So, it is from the golden age of the bathhouses. It had a men's bath hall around 1920. It was built in 1911, but it's had a couple makeovers. That was what it originally looked like, and so today this is how it looks like. It's had a makeover like in 1985 or so. But it still works as a working bathhouse. But it is closed today. I'm gonna get you, Batman! So now we're going to come over here to the next one, which I think is one of the prettiest. It's kind of like got a Greek feeling to me. I don't know why. Ozark Bathhouse. Those tiles. Those clay tiles, those are beautiful. The Ozark Bathhouse. The same today, it's closed. So the style of the bathhouse is Spanish. Spanish style. It was built in 1915, and here's a picture of it in 1915. Here's an old picture of it here. They had red, it just has a red clay roof, makes it, it's a Spanish style. Here's when I know that today it's open, because I had happened to call this one. This is one of the more ornate ones too. It also has the clay roofing, and it has like a mosque type dome, and it is the Quapaw Bass, and I know it's still working. They take appointments. You can call the Quapaw Bass and they'll tell you whether they have appointments for that day, whether you can make an appointment for the next day. They also have a pool that you can bring your bathing suit. It's first come, first served, but with COVID, it's very limited, so you need to come early. They allow so many people in the pool at the time, which is pure hot spring springs pool, but you are able to come in and relax. And it has a cafe in it. So we need to go in here. Look around. Okay, so here's them building the dome. So the Quapaw lived in Arkansas from the 1700s and the 1800s. So this was a bathhouse that was kind of like dedicated to them, their life in this community. It was completed in 1922. It occupies the site of two earlier wooden bathhouses, the Horseshoe and the Magnesia. But now this bathhouse occupies those two sites. So we're going to see if we can go in here through the left side of the lobby. Let's see. This has a beautiful porch that they will let you sit on. So in the middle of your walk, you get hot. Well, you come on up here and you just sit on the porch. They have rocking chairs. Isn't that beautiful? Clay tile floor. Just sit down in a rocking chair. Let me show you what a view you got. You can just sit on a rocking chair. Look at here. And you can just watch people walk by. Sit in a rocking chair, watching people go by. Yeah, it's in the shade. Cool. Let me see what I can see in here. They're open. Let's see what we can see. Let's see what we can see. We know they're open. Oops, you got a pool. Oh, look, they're swimming. Oh, here we go. If you need a swimming suit, I didn't know they had swimsuits in here. But here they go. They sell them. Because they're checking people into the pool. Okay. That smells like a pool in here. It does. Smells like a pool. Okay. So this is the pool area. This is where they'll check you in, and then you'll get to go on into the pool or into the resort area. Cool. Okay. Look, Tommy's found him a seating place out here. He may not get up. We may not get him back going again. Now, across the street here, that little awning over there, let's see, right there, that is Bubblicious Burgers and Hot Dogs. The little red awning, great hamburger. If you want to just quickly grab you a hamburger. Oh, nope, that's the wrong one. It's the striped one right here. Yeah. Right there, the striped awning. If you want to grab you a good hamburger or hot dog just quickly, and you want to keep looking, that's a good place to grab a hamburger or hot dog. Yeah, they're pretty good. So if you don't want to take a long lunch, you're just looking for something quick, stop into Bubbaloo's. Striped awning, across from the Waffle House. Okay, back out. Now we gotta get Mr. Tommy to move again, because he's found him a spot. I don't know what's gonna happen. We may have to just sit down here for a while and take a rest. Have you stopped? I said, have you stopped? It's a good resting place. They said bathing suits. Okay, here we are at the visitor center. And all important in between the Waffle House and visitor center is the restrooms for the women. On the other side for the men. But here we are at the visitor center. Alright. Ready? We're going into the visitor center. We're going to see what they have. What you can get. You can sit on the porch here too. It's just not as cool. That's the Waffle House. Okay, it's required to wear a mask in this area. So let me get my mask out, put it on. Alright, here we go. Into the visitor center. Woo! Oh, hello.
Free air. Most definitely free.
Free air. Thank you. Okay, here's where you can get free self-guided tour through the area. Okay, so this would be a cooling room. This would be what they did in the cooling room. Okay, we're gonna go into the bath hall. Oh, look, they're using the old elevator. It's still in the building. Hey! Okay. She didn't mind being on YouTube, so that's okay. Okay, we're going into one of the bathing rooms. It looks like a bathroom stall. Ooh, see? Looks like a bathroom stall. But when you go in, there is a chair and a bath. This would have been the old-timey 1920 through 40 model of what you would have taken a bath. And this is the men's bath hall, not the women's. This would have been a shower. Okay. This would have been their cooling area. Look at that ceiling. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my gosh. And you'll see the women's little wall. It is not near as ornate as the men's. So it would have been men sitting in towels all around here. Let's keep walking. Yeah, here's a picture. That's what it might have looked like. In the rooms, here's someone giving a bath to one of the gentlemen that was coming for a bath. This is one of the bathers. This other person is in one of the sweat boxes, which we'll see in just a minute. All of these you're able to open the door and look inside. You can see here is another bath. And here is a sweat box inside this bathroom. So, very neat. But you can go inside these. Excuse me. You're fine. Okay, here's the sweat boxes though. This is where you would come and you would get in to the sweat box on the men's side. Okay. Now, these are tables that they would have cleaned out their colons. They would do a colon cleanse with these apparatuses here. They would lay you on the table and they would do colon cleanses on you. And that's what the circular hole is, to clean the table of whatever came out of your colon. It says do not touch. I would think that would be a good idea. I don't want to touch that. Here's some more sweat boxes. Here's some of the hydraulics that they used. They're in a glass box so that you cannot touch them, but here's another shower. Another tub. But this would have been like a treatment room. And they would mostly used it for special treatments. It was the hydrotherapy room. That's what they called it. Okay, now we're walking on over, and this is the ladies' side, which, you know, they still have the same. They had the baths. The baths were about the same. See, the ladies' baths, there wasn't. But their room to sit in, definitely not as fancy. Here's their room they sit in. In the middle. So here would be a woman getting a drink from one of her bathers. So, and this is a look into their sunroom for the ladies when they got through bathing. This is where they would sit when they were through with their treatments. There are pretty windows in here. Pretty stained glass windows. And they would have laid here on these loungers, these stone loungers, when they were through with their treatments. There's some places upstairs too that they would have laid out on top of the roof. We'll see those in a little bit. And so here they have some models of a lady getting treatments and her lady that's giving her treatments. There's quite a few of these telling little stories about different people who were treatment givers and how they became people who gave treatments and about their life. Okay, we're going to be moving. Let's see, which way did Mr. Tommy go? I see he went up. I don't know if he went down. I don't see he went up. Okay, I'm gonna go up the stairs. These are all marble stairs. They're beautiful. It's a very fancy building. Okay, we're coming in here. Now this gives you a little bit of history about the park itself, the development of the park. It's got all kinds of birds and animals. Talks about the park. How was the water heated? Tells you all about that. And why we have hot springs and how they're made. And then we have hot springs from 1888 to 1923, which was a big boom because people wanted to come here for the springs and what they thought would help them medicinally. And it was the very first national park. One of the first, I know. And how spas became a big thing here. The European connection to spas, how the spas became so important. What part the U.S. government took in making the hot springs. You can pause these, maybe you can read some of them. But there's plenty to come and learn here in Hot Springs. Oh, this is really interesting. The Native American and the waters and what they did with the waters. I think this is super interesting. I'm sure if you look this up, you can find it online. But it's so cool to find it here. All the arrowheads, all the clay pots, what they did. It's so interesting. And they have a complete timeline here. All the way to what it is today. Now we're going to the dressing rooms. Let's see what we have in here. Oh, we have cures. So many people thought there were cures by the waters. You could bring people with polio. You could bring people with broken legs, limbs. And just by being in the hot springs, they would be cured. They made all kinds of tonics. And they made all kinds of medicines. And then just bringing people here to soak in the waters. They really believed that that was going to heal people. They believed eating right and exercising, plus being in the clean waters. There's the old rates for rubs and times in the water. They really believe that this is all these things, gadgets, are going to help you. They really focused on exercise and then also being in the pools. Now, famous people came here, many famous people, the society and places, many. Jesse James the Outlaw, he came here. Vice President Marshall and his wife. They say that Napoleon attended the national park. Of course, Babe Ruth. Disney and Daphne Dean. There are so many people, famous people, who came here and believed that the hot springs were good for them. And believed that they came away feeling better. Here we go. Will Rogers. Andrew Carnegie, which was Carnegie Steel, the most famous steel person in the world. Jack Dempsey, the boxer. How about Helen Keller? Right? Okay, let's see who else. Herbert Hoover, the president. So there were so many people that came here. Here's some more pictures. Here's a picture of the mud bath. Here's a picture of some slippers they might have used. A bath cap. Shower. A bath scrub. Look at all the many keys to all the different apparatuses they had. Hot towels. They're soaking their butt and their feet. I don't know what that would have been called. A feet and butt massage or soak. I don't know what that would be. Alright, we're going out now, down to the dressing room. So these would have been the dressing rooms. You see, there's just tons of lockers, tons of dressing rooms, on and on and on. Oh, here's the outside I was talking about. This would have been the men. This would have been the men's side. And they would have sat out here. There would have been chairs out here. So they could have sat outside on the roof, right out here, and got sun. And on the other side would have been the women's side. They would have had a spot where they could sit out in the sun with lawn chairs. So that's that. And it says massage. So this was where they would change, I guess, to go ahead. And in here is where they would have got a massage. Here's an old massage machine. Here's a picture of a man getting massaged. Here is another type of machine. And this is where they would have laid. And another kind of massage. Different equipment. And an even different kind. This looks like a face heat lamp that they would have put around their head, like a halo. Different massages and lamps and heat lamps and so forth. Exercise equipment. I told you they were big into exercise also, not just the massages. These are all kinds of really old types of fitness equipment. And then this would have been the actual massage and machine therapy. And this would have been the ladies' dressing room. Oh, this looks nice. The ladies' dressing room. It's basically the same as the men. Lines and lines and lines of dressing rooms. I noticed the ladies have mirrors in theirs. The men did not. So I guess that would be to fix your face or whatever and be prepared. So here's where the ladies would have sat outside. Same as the men. They have an area to sit outside. Right here. This would have been their area to sit outside. And they would have had a place to do massages too, but they probably aren't showing us that. They just showed us the one. Okay, we found Tommy, yay! Okay, I guess we're ready to go downstairs now. Downstairs? Upstairs some more? Okay. Wow, this is gonna kill me. Okay, some more upstairs. Ooh.
Starts here or ends here?
What? What?
So grand piano, conservatory, I guess. The ladies' parlor.
I did.
Okay.
It's for the people who
Ladies' parlor. I guess they would come and read, write, rest. Oh. Get their nails done or get their hair done. The beauty parlor. Okay. Nice. So they would have waited over in the parlor waiting on their beauty parlor treatment, I guess. Okay, and here is the, okay, now we know, here's the ladies' massage. Some of they would do 2 at a time massaging because they're ladies. The ladies, I guess, can see each other naked, the men can't. Sounds old-fashioned. That sounds about right. Excuse me?
So,
It's okay.
hey, other people exist, man.
Another, electro massage. The the stateroom. I guess if they're staying overnight, this would be the area where they would spend the night.
Look at this brazen.
For their spa treatments. You get like a basic room with a bed. And this would have been some of their clothing, I guess, that they would have had laid out on the bed. A little hat up there.
Oh, wait.
Here's another ladies' stateroom. Same size. Some stockings laying on the bed. Another kind of hat laying on there. So I'm going to say that most people wore hats at that time. Okay, now we're going into the gym. The real gymnasium.
They're Indian clubs. Bowling pin-shaped implements came in a variety of weights and sizes and were used to strength training. Yes. In unison.
They have a vault. I wonder if everybody vaulted. They use it as a pommel horse. Very cool. I wonder if everybody used the rings. Looks like it would have been for mostly men. That's what it looks like. This would have been for mostly, well, there's some women though, look, there's some women there using some equipment right there. So I guess it would have been for both men and women. But it looks like the equipment's mostly designed for men. We've came a long way in gym equipment. Wow. Looks like all that gym equipment was made for men, doesn't it? But there's women using it. But like all the pommel horse, parallel bars, rings, you know, it's all men's gymnastics equipment.
Exercise.
So.
Yeah.
Going back out. Whew. It's a cool in here. Alright, now, okay, so here is clothing. Go ahead. So this would have been the athletic uniform women would have wore. And this might be her everyday clothing. Wow. Imagine working out in this. Okay. More of the parlor. Okay, let's look at the men's clothing. So this would have been the athletic uniform for men. Looks like he's going to a wedding. And this one surely does. This would have been his regular clothing. Wow. It's crazy. I don't know how they could work out any of that. Okay? Crazy. Let's go over here. This one is the one-piece women's bathing suit. One-piece women's bathing suit. For her to get in the tub. Here's the tub. Yeah, it's pretty fancy for back then. Tub. All three zooming. Over. Okay, we're going back down now. We are through with the tour. And we are ready to go back out and hit the strip. That was a nice tour though. You come here, you gotta go to the visitor center, you gotta see all that. I showed you most of it, but it's still nice to see it. Alright, we can get out of the mask now. Whew. Hope you heard any of that with me in the mask. Whew, it's difficult. Alright. We're going to continue down. My sunglasses back on. And let's continue down. The next one up is the Maurice. Let's see, I think it's closed today too. It's the Maurice Bathhouse. I don't know if it's still working. It's been there since 1911. It does have glass ceilings. It's probably a neat place. Cobblestone fireplace. So it's probably a neat place to go, but it's closed today, so we can't go in there alone. But I'm not sure if it's a working bathhouse or not. On that one, I'm not sure. I really don't think it is. I have not heard people go in there. And most of them, I've lived here long enough, I think I would have heard. I may be wrong, so if I am, someone tell me. Alright. And the one we're coming up on now is newly refurbished. I think this is the Hell House. And it actually is a working hotel now. So you can actually make a reservation and stay here. I have not done that yet. Because it is very new, like new this year. So it is a working motel or hotel. Yeah, right here. Welcome to Hotel Hell. So it's a neat place to come if you want to stay right here. And let's see, it was built, Hell Bathhouse was built in 1906. Hell Lobby in 1937. So it's been there, it actually was built in 1892, but drastically altered in 1914 and 1939. So it's been around a really long time. They serve Starbucks coffee there. Cool. So if you stay in the Hell House Hotel, so it says check out the newest hotel, restored, remodeled bathhouse, new and 9-room beautiful hotel. So it's a very small hotel. Breakfast and coffee service included each stay. So it's a very, very, very small hotel. But, you know, hopefully you can get in and stay on the strip right here. I bet it would be very nice. I'm sure it's exclusive. It probably is pricey. Maybe worth it if you want to stay right here. And I think they actually have massage and bath amenities there. Now we're at the Superior Bathhouse. Now this has a little cafe in it, or eatery. You can actually go in and get food at the Superior Bathhouse. Let's see when it was built. Let's see. Sweet House is really construction. It was built, I think, in 18, and the building was it was built in 1829, but it was replaced in 1916. Okay, it closed in 1983, but then it was built back. So it doesn't really say when it was refurbished again, but I know it was because they have a craft brewery inside. And the beers, the craft brewery is brewed with the waters from the hot springs. And so you can try beers. I think you can try like 4 different beers from their craft brewery. So if you like beer, stop in there. And you can try some beers and maybe grab you a bite for lunch. I think there's somebody right there in the window. Yeah. Trying beers out and eating. So it's a nice place to go. You can sit in the window, watch people go by. So Superior House. And that's actually the last bathhouse coming this way on Bathhouse Road. So. Alright, well, we've come to the end of our journey on Bathhouse Road. I hope everybody enjoyed it. I enjoyed showing you everything.
That's where the craft beer place is.
More videos come out before long, showing places to eat, entertainment, places in Hot Springs, places to go.
That's where you can try.
But if there's something you'd like to see about Hot Springs, let me
beers.
know. Like and share this video with friends, and just like my channel. Just subscribe, push like.
With
and,
the Hot
I'd
Springs
appreciate it. They get people to my channel.
water.
So, thanks. And now we see y'all traveling video. We went down Bathhouse Road, and I hope that you all enjoyed going into and looking at the bathhouses in Hot Springs National Park.